Hey, it's Clay at claytrader.com. This will be a live trade video where I try to capture some of my trades as they play out live. Real quick, when I say live, what I mean is that I'm recording myself right now in real time, seeing the information, seeing the data for the very first time. In other words, I don't know what's coming next. So if you are looking for a video where the person's doing a trade recap or giving you, analysis with hindsight in their favor, this won't be a video for you. But if you are open to the idea of an unscripted, raw, nitty-gritty, dirty look into what it's like to be a day trader and how day trading can play out, then I'm confident you'll get value in this video. So the market just opened up right now. I'm watching Tesla. So I will go ahead and pause the software for now. And if I start to see a setup develop, I will get the video or get the software rolling. All right, watching 213 here as a potential short on Tesla. In at 213. See if we can get a bit more to the downside here. Well, not looking super great right now. Let's see if it wants to come back down. So can it find some resistance up here is the question. Maybe. I do think if it can get down through 213 this time, that should really open things back up, but a lot of strength here. So got to take the loss there. Well, I tried. Thought I was catching some sort of potential top right there on a fake breakout, but ended up going back up, and yeah, may come down, but at some point you just got to wave that white flag. All right, I'll go ahead and pause. Watching 214 here. The markets are just ridiculous right now. You got to think, not that I think this thing's going to crash, but at least a respectable pullback here. In at 214 on the back test. But maybe I'm the fool here that just keeps trying to fight the market, but goodness. So let's see if we can get some sort of pullback here. You know what? As I say that out loud, am I the fool that's trying to fight the markets? I am. Now, and I don't even care if this comes down. Maybe that, and it is starting to come down here. But still, I'm totally fighting the market right now. And I am being a fool. So even if this comes down, that's one of those things where you kind of get rewarded for foolish behavior. And I mean, the setup and all of it, it made sense. So I'm not saying that that was just some sort of completely blind dart throw where I'm just randomly doing something. I'm not saying in that sense, but I am saying in the sense of, yeah, Clay, but it's not doing what the market's doing. And right here, there we go. So yes, of course, I get out. But like I said, at the core, I'm fighting the markets. And wow. Quite the pullback there. Market's now taking a bit of a better shape here. What is that? 118. Yeah. Yeah, but we got that VWAP sitting there. That could be a problem. Just not a whole lot of good setups for my personal kind of strategy. So yeah, Tesla, that one worked fine. That one would have been fine. So that's what I meant by was not some sort of degenerate random dart throw where I put a blindfold on and drank a bunch of whiskey and then just started putting on a trade. I mean, there was a thought process in my defense. It worked out, but there was still also the general attitude of me just almost digging in, fighting the market when the market just, was not really going in that direction. So I did the right thing, and that's why these videos are helpful because, they get me to say what I'm thinking out loud, and then sometimes when you hear what you're thinking, it's like, wait a second, I am fighting the markets. Yeah, I am being foolish. So that's why I just hopped out there for a small gain, and it would have been a much bigger gain, but like I said, that's besides the point. All right, I will go ahead and pause. All right, watching 213 here to go with the market. So in at 213. So trying to go with the trend here. And look for this thing to make a move back to the upside here. So we're getting some nice movement. Took half off. All right. Out that one. As I didn't like the way it was behaving. And as of right now, looking like that was a wise move to make. But you saw started to pick up some momentum. Then that upper shadow showed up. But hey, there you go. Went with the market, made some money. But again, to be fair, had I just stayed with my second trade, I would have been back into the green, I think. Because I got, short at 214. Maybe. I'm not going to sit here and say I would have played it perfectly, but okay. Well, now down 167. So just chipping away at some things here. I'll go ahead and pause. All right, going to go ahead and get short here at Tesla. Playing a minefield setup, or as I call them in the community. So let's see if this thing wants to come on down. Don't need a big crash or anything like that. So I will go ahead and pause for now, and I'm not going to make you sit through a consolidation here because I'm not sure how long it could potentially. Well, we're getting a bit of movement here. So I'm going to take that out there. Quick little scalp. And let's move on. Now, I should also point out that notice I'm not looking to take any big home run trades. I'm not looking to, I took a loss, therefore I got to get this all back. No, just chipping away, taking what the market gives, just chipping away at it. And I'm not even, if I get back to green, that's fantastic. But my goal right now is if I see a high probability setup, I want to take it. And, if I get back to green, fantastic. But that's not the goal. And I remember when I was beginner and getting started, and even now the temptation is still very real. I'm just much better at recognizing the voices that are trying to create the, behavior behind the temptation. But you take a loss and you go right into ambitious mode. I got to get that back. I'm a winner. Don't give up. Keep fighting. And then you force a trade or you do something really silly, and then the hole gets even bigger. And then I'm an ambitious person. Time to get that back. And then you get even bigger hole and bigger. And it's just, I've been there. I know how it is. So you're not alone if you've been there too. But that's why right now, just taking small, modest trades. And if the market, wants to reward me with a bigger type move, then I'm happy with that. But by no means am I trying to get back to green in some sort of swift manner. And if that was my last trade of the day, I'm happy with that. I'm down 107 with commissions. I don't know, 115. And no, don't get me wrong. I appreciate money. I'm grateful for money. I understand and respect it. So I don't want to make it just seem like, yeah, who cares? But within the grand scheme of things, for those of you that are familiar with my channel, you know that you've seen me make well over $115. So it's my point here is that it's nothing that can't be recovered from. So even my first trade when I was down 300 something, that was fine. That wasn't any sort of massive hole. But like I said, got to just keep things in perspective. And I'm still getting very, very leery of this Tesla move here, meaning I can see some weakness potentially showing up, but want to just play it very, very conservatively. So I'll keep an eye on it, but I will go ahead and pause. Okay, watching 117 here for a potential short on NVDA. Again, 117. I'll go ahead and pause and let you know if it comes into play. Okay, maybe coming into play here. You know what, I'm going to pass on it because the markets were already moving down and NVIDIA is not really participating much. It is a little bit right now, but it seems like this one has a bit more strength in it than what the overall markets are doing right now. Again, the markets were already breaking down and NVIDIA hadn't broke down. I realize it's since broken down, but really any sort of bounce at all from the markets, in my mind, is going to give this thing a jolt back to the upside. I wanted to see a little bit more correlation with it, and it just was not there. And you can see even now with that break of 117, it's just putzing around this area anyways. Still could go, no doubt about that, but it just didn't seem like I had as many edges in my favor as what I wanted and needed. And this is what I mean. So you can see the lower shadow there. It got a bit of a bounce. That is because the overall markets have bounced slightly. And yeah, now you can see this one is headed back up. So that's why I like to use the overall markets just to make sure that I'm not missing things. But all right, well, on that one, never mind. And yeah, see that as I talk, this thing has bounced and is now a green candle here. So yeah, I feel just fine about how I played that one. All right, I will pause. All right, I'm going to go ahead and wrap things up. It's basically the end of the day. I did keep the recording software open just in case I happen to be stumbling by the computer. Not stumbling, that makes me sound like I'd be drunk or something. But if I was passing by the computer and noticed the setup, but nothing ever came about, or at least that I was willing to take. So that's all I have. Closing down the day, 107 with commissions. Let's just call it 120. Sometimes that happens, just a survival day. But all in all, nothing that I won't be able to recover from moving into the future. So thanks for watching. If you enjoy these videos, hit that like button, leave a comment down below. Thanks for watching. Have a good one. First off, thanks so much for watching the entire video. Real quick, before you go, I want to invite you to a live webinar, web class, training, workshop, online event, whatever you want to call it, but it will be me live revealing to you what I've discovered that has allowed me to transform myself from being an employee to being my own boss, including how I had only one losing day out of 73 days in total. I'm going to cover 3 keys that have helped me unlock profitable consistency within the markets. The first key is super weird, but in a productive type of way. The second key is super awesome because it quite literally is wired into our DNA as humans, making it very easy to use. But in a cruel way, this becomes a pitfall for many traders. I'll explain it all though, including how to avoid the pitfall that it creates for some. And yeah, the third key, when you hear it, sounds way too good to be true, but it's not, and I'll show you how it all works. Then at the end, I open it up for a question and answer session that is, again, totally live. Even if you can't make the live session, please still sign up as it will be recorded, and you can go back and watch the replay that I will send you. Click the image on the screen or click the link down in the description box so you can get the date and time and claim your spot, which I should note is limited due to the fact that this truly is a live event. If you have any questions, let me know. If not, I'll be seeing you soon.